Sea of Stars. That's a modern classic, redefining the JRPG. Standing side by side by the pantheon of legendary Japan players' role games titles before, Sea of Stars confidently asserts itself, not only taking the key learnings from all-time great, but renovating the genre to all its main innovations. A sprawling spectacle, a caseless dealing, an engaging journey, and frankly one of the best games I ever played. No cap. Every now and then, when jumping into the new game, you got the feeling you got to experience something special. Perhaps there is a certain charm to its presentation, maybe a degree of refinement in the moment-to-moment, or even an unwildly score so its narrative. The type of the game you just can't help but think about endlessly. Sea of the Stars is all of that and some. A package so well-rounded, so immensely full, so complete. It's the type of the game you marvel at in awe, pondering the effort required to bring its countless pieces to life in one seamless bundle. Sabotage Studio has accomplished its grand vision with a mission statement of creating definitive editions of the game genres we enjoy as a kid. Not only we have the tactical paid homage to their inspirations, but throughout a number of dazzling new ideas. They are now left at inviolable mark of the JRPG genre. Sea of Stars is a modern classic, so the prices are $34.99. The developer is the Sabotage Studio. The release date is 29th of August 2023, and the platforms are covered: the PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4 and PS4. Let's move on. So on the surface, Sea of Stars may look no different from the box standard JRPG. You got your conversational battles with the turn-based combat, you overhead view when you're exploring, and even the shrunken sprites as you navigate the world map between points of interest. This game isn't trying to reinvent the wheel, rather its explicit goal is to take what worked best in previous generation, improve where is possible, and inject its own new ideas into the mix. Well, let's start with the combat. Again, just watching the game in action, you would think much of it. But with a controller in the hand, you soon realize how subtle yet genius addition change in conventional flow. Almost every single move in the game can be mastered through a rhythm game-esque timing mechanics. Tap the input at the right moment, be it a ton impact with a devastating cleave or the apex of the jump before you slam down with a colossal might. And not only are you rewarded with bonus gain, but often bonus effects too. Well, for standard attacks, miss the ever so precise timing and your character lands just a single blow. Nail the timing, however, and they double up. On the opposite side of the equation, learning enemy patterns can be just as vital. Timing a perfect block really reduces incoming damage, but it's easier said than done. Just from the seemingly minor tweak to the formula, Sea of the Stars keeps you throughoutly engaged with each passing second, where the others in general may grow repetitive with the time, simpler battles most becoming automatic on your part. This game bucks the trend to keep you on your toes from the first minute to the third hour. Similarly, an inventable lock system works in conjunction with the rhyming combat to ensure each and every fight feels fresh. Ditching their archetypal buffs and debuffs, you're instead presented with a unique puzzle. It's almost every encounter. Your heroes all jump into the mix with their own weapons types and magical capabilities. In order to break locks on certain enemies, you are asked to consider your next steps well in advance, ensuring the optimal mix of weapons and abilities to match the pattern on display. In doing so, you are rewarded by not only preventing a deadly assault, but also by boosting a combo meter, providing access to a team attacks and eventually game-changing ultimates too. These two combat-oriented features alone exemplify the greatness of Sea of Stars, but it doesn't stop there. Similar can be found across the board in exploration, boss battles, transversal puzzles, and everything in between. Seemingly minute yet radical innovations ensure JRPG Star World feels at home while offering a new glimpse at what's possible in beloved genre, respecting the foundations while building to greater heights. Sea of Stars doesn't on exceptional job of delivering one surprise after another throughout the few dozen-hour main adventure. Each new location is a chance to introduce you a new mechanic, one that might be changed how you can interact with the previous era. Every new region is an opportunity to establish a new feature you just had considered for the genre before, yet one that feels entirely at the hair, or a grappling hook could fit so naturally in type of game. It's a brilliantly designed package bursting the same with the creativity, one that will keep you interrupted, even long after the credits roll for the first time. Sweet fitting the deal. At least on the personal level, I was delighted by the dev's choice to neglect two particular troops of the genre. There are no random battle be found and there is no grinding required whatsoever. You won't want to fast forward throughout the mindless encounters as you explore at the many drives, lands, and armor. And now we will feel a need to retreat old stomping grounds to level up before the pushing forward the story. For my money, these architectonic staples only bog down otherwise deeply engaging titles. Here, their removal was a cognizant decision, and the game is a matter of wit. Well, should mention about the sounds, and the sounds are really good. I won't tell you spoilers about the game in the end, but that's the must-have to play it because the plot is fantastic. So, as we touch the topic of the sound, as we touch the topic of the plot, let's move to the verdict. We didn't start verdict yet. So the fact none of comes across like a tedious chore, and instead, it's all content I'm eager to engage with, should speak volumes to the level of care Sabotage Studios put behind every little pixel. Sea of Stars is masterfully made video game, one that cements itself atop the genre, right alongside all-time great that inspired it. Moving forward, anything this small but mighty dev team sets its mind on will be must-play material. Thank you for watching, don't forget to comment and subscribe, peace.